Alright guys, let's get cracking. It's time to roll out some recipes, and we're rolling out a major menu on Home Sweet Home today. We're starting with my sweet and spicy Asian wings. That's right. Wings is something that I think everybody loves. It's one of those things that, you know, you pick on, nice starter dish to get you cranking for whatever the main menu is. And I have had so many lovely wings over the years. One of the major places that comes back to my mind is Sales Restaurant and Bar. It's down on the Western Peninsula in Trinidad and Tobago. It's the best wings around town. You see the size of these things? You get any size of those things? And they're consistently that size. Well seasoned, spicy, a nice tomato sauce, fantastic. In recent times, Big Rolf wings, a whole range of sauces. This actually is where I got inspired to do these wings here from Big Rolf. They have a Asian spicy wings that I like, so I try to imitate it. So I hope Richard likes it if he tastes it a little later on in this show. So I'm starting, it's Asian inspired, so I'm starting with some sesame oil that I'm going to add straight to a nice big bowl. To that, sesame oil. So I'm making a marinade, guys. Real nice, simple marinade that I'm making. I have some white wine vinegar. It's really just, as I said, to cut the sweetness and the tart a little bit, because this is sweet, spicy, so the white wine vinegar is an important ingredient. To that now, I have some oyster sauce that I want to get in here. So real nice, all your traditional Asian Chinese ingredients that you like, you can just throw in here. So oyster sauce goes in there. And I have some honey. I'm adding some honey for the sweetness. Leaving back a little bit of the honey in here. I'll give you a little tip at the end what you can do with that honey. Soy sauce goes in here. Just about, I would say about 2 teaspoons of soy sauce. I'm adding some fresh ginger, grated some fresh ginger. And I get some fresh ginger in there. And I also want in here, guys, some garlic. So I have about 4 to 5 cloves of garlic that I'm going to put in my garlic press. It's kind of important. Now, if you don't have my piece of equipment here that I love to use, which just does it nicely like that, it's really kind of important that you crush the garlic or grate it finely and get it in there with the ginger and all the ingredients. Out of the bottle, guys, this is chili garlic sauce. It really is. Just that gives that nice little sweetness, has a little peppery kick to it that is really, really nice. So you see my marinade is coming together. To freshen it up a bit, I have juice of 1 lime. The lime really just brings out some freshness and brings out some flavor in it there. And I can salt and pepper. Now I have one ingredient that I want to add, guys, and it's cumin. So it's not something that you will normally have, I suppose, if you're doing a spicy wings. But the cumin, when you bite into the wing, there's that little flavor that lies. What tastes so different than these Asian wings? Yeah, the cumin. It's that type of spice that kind of just remains there, underlying, not taking over the Asian spices, but it kind of just remains there and gives it that kind of authentic kind of feeling when it hits your palate. So you get this mixed up nicely and you have your marinade. So very little salt and pepper. As I said, a lot of salty ingredients in here already, so you don't need much salt and pepper. The salt and pepper really just kind of brings out the flavor in the dish. I have about 8 to 10 wings that I will get straight in here, guys, washed and clipped, and I just really want to take the marinade and toss it. Ideally, this should sit for no less than 4 to 6 hours, right? 4 to 6 hours. Allow the marinade to set with the wings and kind of get all the flavors going in there. So I had the pleasure of working this marinade and having it set and soaking and getting all nice. So I have a set here that's all nice and marinated, smelling wonderful, that I am going to use. I'm going to leave this and let that batch marinate. I'll do that a little later. Very, very simple now, guys. Once your marinade is set, you can take your wings on a greased dish and just lay it out single file. So this marinade, as I said, approximately 8 to 10 wings kind of thing you can go for here. The little tip I told you about, this bakes in the oven for 20-25 minutes. Just probably in the last 5 minutes, you have that little end of honey that you see here. You can just take a brush just at the last 5 minutes before it comes out, and kind of just brush some honey over the wings, but just in the last 5 minutes or so. But this goes in the oven now and bakes up. And then you have this guy here. Beautiful Asian spiced wings. Sweet and spicy. Oh. That's a perfect start. Home sweet home. Come on back. We head out to the grill next.